Hey guys, MC Stu here, and today we got a bit of news. Gamma recruits are returning. So starting this week on the 14th, you will be able to roll a Jem'hadar character, and if you go through the tutorial and pick up the transponder, you will be a Gamma recruit. These recruits come with tons of excellent resources that you get by completing their missions. Many of them are account unlocks and are excellent. Now, the only official news that I have on it from the devs is in German. I'm not sure why exactly that is, but I know they've been busy this week with Star Trek Mission Chicago, so I'm assuming we'll see this here sometime soon in English. I did convert it or translate it over to English, and what it lists here is that this is going to go live on the 14th at 5 p.m. That's going to be German time. If you're in the States, West Coast, that should be like 11 o'clock, 10 or 11 o'clock. So whatever time normally patches get pushed for you, that's when this is going to go live, and that's going to be this week. I would highly recommend taking advantage of this if you have not. Like I said, the resources are very, very good. It doesn't look like they've changed much in what you get. So it's all the standard stuff. If you're unfamiliar, let's go ahead and take a look at, in general, what Jem'hadar characters are like and what you get from them normally, and also what you're going to get from them as a Gamma recruit. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Jem'hadar characters and the recruit portion of them. So a quick overview on Jem'hadar characters. So when you roll one, they are going to start out at level 60. They can be aligned with either the KDF or the Fed faction. So you'll play the tutorial. There is a subsequent mission that happens at the end of that. And at the end of that mission, you'll decide which faction you want to roll with. Now, there's quite a few other perks that come with the Jem'hadar just in general. Let's take a quick look at that. This character, I actually rolled this with the first Jem'hadar event. So you are going to start off at level 65, and they're also going to give you this ship, the bug ship. So it's a T5U, and it comes as a T5U. So you do not have to purchase and use an upgrade token. It is just going to come with that. Now, I have some just kind of randomized gear on here from years back. I haven't played this particular character in a while, but this ship will come equipped with all Polaron weapons. It comes with the Jem'hadar 3-piece set, which is pretty nice. And all of the gear that will come on it is going to be very rare at Mark 12. So it starts you off space-wise at a pretty nice place with a pretty decent ship. I'll link down in the description. You can actually reclaim this ship on other characters for dilithium very cheaply as well, like 800 dilithium. And you can do very, very well in this ship. I'll link that that down in the description if you want to check that out. And then for ground, what you're going to get, I've added some modules. It comes with some basic modules for the class. I rolled an engineer on this particular one, but it's going to come with, again, Mark 12, very rare gear, as well as the Jem'hadar ground set. So that is going to be the weapon, shield, and the armor. On top of that, you're also going to get Jem'hadar bridge officers, and they're all going to come decked out as well, ready to go with Jem'hadar set gear. They're also going to come, or 4 of them, at least 4 or 5 of them are going to come with already trained in a specialization. So you'll see here he has specialization training. We have Miracle Worker here, another Miracle Worker. I've probably retrained some of these as well, and so on. But you'll get those base ones unlocked. Now, depending on what ship you end up picking up for this character, you may need to retrain those, but in any case, they do already come with some of those specializations already trained, which is kind of nice to have that already there. And they also come decked out in gear already, so you don't have to do that either. Next, you are also going to have, let's jump to the skills. So on your specializations, I believe it varies depending on what class you pick, but you will get basically 1.5 specialization fully filled out. So if we go over and look at the specializations here, so Miracle Worker came on the engineer fully decked out, and then command, I think, Did I do both of those? Maybe it came with both of them fully decked out. It did, because I have the 2 traits from those as well. You also will get in... We go to duty officers here and we look at R&D. You will also get 3 schools fully, not fully maxed, but at level 15, which is the highest level you need to be able to craft anything in that particular school. These things will vary, which ones are leveled up like this when you roll it, depending on the class that you pick. So that's just a brief overview of Jem'hadar. Generally, Jem'hadar are going to be something that, a new player may not want to roll because it kind of drops you into that higher end content. And if you don't know exactly what you're doing, it can kind of be tough being dropped there, since everything is going to scale with your current level. So like other recruitment events, this is going to be similar, where you're going through the tutorial beginning mission. Someone's going to approach you. They're going to give you a special device, Dominion transponder. And once you have that, that character is now a special recruit. And like the others, you're going to have a whole list of different tasks and objectives that are going to bring you different kinds of rewards. So there isn't a ship unlock on this one at tier 6, but this ship is comparable to like the one you would get from the Klingon recruit, except it doesn't have a trait because it's a tier 5. But in terms of the ship layout and the way it handles, the way you can build it, I would actually argue this is better than the one that you get from the Klingon recruit. There is a ton of resources you can get from these guys. Everything from fleet vouchers to, straight up dilithium, reputation vouchers, tons and tons of marks, and then they're all reclaimable on all your other characters. So one of the ones that I really need to buckle down and get finished is the duty officers. Let me see if I can find it. It's not specialization. One of these, when you reach a certain amount of completion in your duty officer's assignment, you get a special duty officer that is, I believe it's reclaimable across the account. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, guys. I think it's here. And yeah, so it's gold quality duty officer here, and it's really good. I believe it gives a damage boost. I'll have to look again. It's been so long since I've really dug into this, and I've been really neglecting this particular tune. But just one of the nice perks that are unique to having a Jem'hadar character. So again, very similar to the other recruits. You just get different flavors of things. One thing to bear in mind as well, when you roll a recruit like this, you won't be able to access your bank and the mail and things like that. It used to be a time period. Now I think you have to make it through a certain amount of content. And it's been a little while since I've rolled one and played it. But after they changed it initially because the rewards that you get, from these right off the bat are so good. People were basically exploiting it to use for fleet resources and different things like that. So generally what I found on the last one that I ran on my free-to-play account, I had to complete the first story arc, which is the Gamma Quadrant story arc, which wasn't a big problem because it's a really, really good arc. This is probably one of my favorites in the game. The missions are good, the drops are excellent, and it's just a lot of fun to play through. So if you're new and you're already working on a character, I would definitely roll one of these while the event's happening, so you can get the extra rewards, and then continue playing what you're doing, or maybe stop what you're doing and start playing through this arc, because you will get to this arc later on any other character. It's just later on down the storyline. So these guys, Jem'hadars basically are coming into play at level 65 about midway up the story. So this arc came out along with the launch of Jem'hadar characters. But you will need to complete this or a certain amount of time go by before you'll be able to interact either with other players, trading things, mailing things, things like that. So just bear that in mind. You could play through this in a weekend, no problem, or even in a night if you really wanted to grind it. I'd take my time, enjoy it. It's really good, and there's different things that you'll need to explore and read and click on that are a part of the reward system as well. So basically each mission are going to have little extra objectives where you need to go over and access a console in order to complete that little task. So if we scroll down to the bottom here, learn information. And so it gives you kind of this backstory, and I won't give it away, about the Jem'hadar and some of the overarching things that are happening in the this particular arc. It's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. So I would definitely consider getting one of these guys. I mean, everybody should if you haven't. The rewards for it are excellent, even without this fully unlocked. Being able to reclaim what I already have when I roll other characters or do other things is huge. I mean, it really makes a big difference, especially if you have, a KDF, a Gamma, and a Delta. If you have multiples of these recruits, these rewards that you get being able to reclaim them, they really add up. So if you ever decide to roll, another recruit, on a new one or whatever it may be, it really, sets you off ahead of the curve there and having a lot of those resources, and it's very, very nice. So that's it, guys. It's nothing super different from the other ones. It's just kind of different flavors of missions and rewards that you can get. Again, you'll get the Tier 5U bug ship, which then you can also reclaim on other characters, or it unlocks it so you can buy it on other characters from the ship vendor. And again, the video link for how to do that will be down in the description for you guys. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please consider hitting the sub button, ringing the bell. Thank you very much to all of the channel members. If you'd like to support the channel in another way, if you take a look down at the membership button just below the screen there'll be some extra options for you if you are so inclined. All right, guys, until next time, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. Hey guys, appreciate you watching. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, ring the bell, and sub to the channel for the latest news updates and how-to guides.